And thank you for joining us for CBN NewsWatch. I'm Efrem Graham. North Korea is carefully examining plans to attack Guam with medium to long-range ballistic missiles. This announcement comes as President Trump issues an unprecedented and ominous warning. CBN's national security correspondent Eric Gonzalez brings us the story from Washington.
During his working vacation in New Jersey, President Trump lashed out at North Korea, a war of words with the rogue nation.
North Korea best not make any more threats to the United States. They will be met with fire and fury like the world has never seen.
That statement came as the North promises fierce retaliation for the new UN Security Council sanctions. Kim Jong-un is contemplating medium and long-range ballistic missile strikes on Guam. The North Korean strongman threatening an enveloping fire on the U.S. territory, home to several key military installations. The governor of Guam issuing this urgent message overnight, attempting to reassure constituents.
I'm working with Homeland Security, the Rear Admiral, and the United States to ensure our safety.
But some nuclear experts doubt the North is actually capable of striking Guam. Still, world leaders reacting swiftly. The Japanese and South Korean governments standing with the United States, saying all options remain on the table. The escalating tensions made all the more alarming amid new revelations about North Korea's nuclear capability. CBN News did confirm with U.S. intelligence sources that North Korea can now produce a miniaturized nuclear warhead, one that can fit on top of an intercontinental ballistic missile. Harry Kazianis heads up the defense studies at the Center for National Interest. He says North Korea has been preparing for this moment for years.
Its military might be old, but they have 1.1 million troops, 7.7 million in reserve, chemical weapons, biological weapons. They have 10,000 artillery tubes pointed at Seoul. The damage they could do would be catastrophic.
The news coming just days after North Korea successfully test fires a long-range ballistic missile capable of hitting the U.S. mainland. U.S. intelligence believe that Kim Jong-un has as many as 60 of them. Many argue that the U.S. should have done something about North Korea's nuclear program years ago. Eric Rosales, CBN News, Washington.
Eric, thank you. President Trump has declared war on the opioid epidemic that grips many towns across the United States, and he pledges to win. Dale Hurd is on this story.
We will win. We have no alternative. We have to win for our youth.
The president held a briefing on the opioid crisis during his 17-day working vacation in New Jersey. Drug overdose is now the leading cause of accidental death in the United States, and opioid overdose deaths have nearly quadrupled since 1999. At least 100 Americans die each day. Opioids range from heroin to prescription pain relievers like OxyContin and Vicodin.
Nobody is safe from this epidemic that threatens young and old, rich and poor, urban and rural communities. Everybody is threatened.
Trump's drug commission, led by New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, recently called on Trump to declare a national emergency to deal with the opioid crisis.
We're also working with law enforcement officers to protect innocent citizens from drug dealers that poison our communities. Strong law enforcement is absolutely vital to having a drug-free society.
Attorney General Jeff Sessions already announced that the Justice Department was dispatching 12 federal prosecutors to cities ravaged by addiction. Those prosecutors will focus exclusively on investigating healthcare fraud and opioid scams that are fueling the nation's drug abuse epidemic. Dale Hurd, CBN News.
Country music legend Glen Campbell died Tuesday at the age of 81. His publicist says the cause of death was Alzheimer's, a disease he'd battled since 2011. The singer and musician rose to superstardom in the 60s and 70s. He sold more than 45 million records, starred in the movie True Grit, and had a weekly audience of some 50 million people for the Glen Campbell Good Time Hour on CBS from 1969 to 1972. Campbell is survived by his wife and his 8 children. Israeli and American archaeologists believe they found the biblical hometown of Apostle Peter, Andrew, and Philip. It was the ancient fishing village near Galilee and the place where Jesus healed a blind man. researchers discovered a bathhouse from the Byzantine and Roman period, as well as an ancient church. Israeli researchers told Fox News the city was one of the few biblical sites they had yet to be discovered. Still ahead, here on CBN NewsWatch, the worship leader who's already a YouTube sensation at the age of just 5. You're going to meet Caleb Serrano when we come back. At just 5 years old, Caleb Serrano is already a worship leader who also appeared on 2 national television shows. And when he sings, people of all ages are simply blown away. Behind the big voice and precocious personality is a great kid, as well as wonderful parents. Take a look at all 3. That booming voice from this Greensboro, North Carolina church is 5-year-old Caleb Serrano. He's the pint-sized worship leader attracting the eyes and ears of millions.
And now the drop the mic moment inside a North Carolina church, the video going viral.
From the first second you hear him, you kind of can't believe it. But Caleb Serrano, he's got the voice.
Hey, everybody. I'm on ABC News.
Who encouraged you to get up and sing?
Really, my papa.
Your papa. That was your grandfather and your papa.
Yeah.
Did he give you the mic and say, I want you to sing this? What happened?
I just kept on listening, and God gave me a voice to sing. Yes, Papa, stand up. Come on, come on. Yeah, come on.
And Papa was in the audience when Caleb made his appearance on the hit show Little Big Shots.
Down in my soul, I got a hold of you.
Mercy. Caleb has been singing for how long?
Caleb's been singing for a long time. I noticed him having a drive for music since he's been about 1. He's always loved music, but he's been singing since he was not able to talk. It's been a blessing that so many people are touched by my little one, my blessing. So just hope it has us to do, but it's been wonderful. I mean, it's fabulous.
So I imagine those blessings for you through him came long before the rest of the world started seeing.
Absolutely. However, it's just amazing that you don't really see what you have, that gift that you have, until other people kind of start commenting. And to be real about it, it's almost like, Caleb, be quiet. Caleb, what are you doing? Caleb, close the door. Until somebody else they can appreciate. And, then you stop and pay attention.
We couldn't help but to pay attention when Caleb allowed us to sit in on his rehearsal here at New Hope Baptist Church in Hampton, Virginia. Lily in the Valley is an old familiar tune from gospel singer John P. Key. You know John P. Key? He's in North Carolina too, isn't he?
He's in Charlotte.
He's in Charlotte. Have you met him?
I just went in Charlotte to do Joy Fest.
Nice. So you sang at Joy Fest?
Yeah.
How cool was that?
That was amazing.
Now, who is your favorite gospel singer right now? Who do you like to listen to?
Anthony Brown.
I've met Anthony Brown and interviewed him too. What's your favorite song from him?
I really met him too.
You did? Tell me what that was like.
Cool.
Cool?
And I interviewed him.
You interviewed him? What did you ask him?
He asked me questions.
What did he ask you? Do you remember?
He just said that on Harry, I was his favorite singer.
Nice. So that was Harry Connick Jr.'s show.
Yeah.
What was it like meeting Harry Connick Jr.?
It was great. He's sweet, I know. And he's sweet, I
So, Dad, how does it feel to have such a gifted son?
It's truly a blessing. The words can't really describe the feeling, the raw emotion, the adulation, and you know, it's just a challenge. It's really a challenge.
What's been the biggest surprise for you in this journey so far?
The biggest surprise for me would have to be just the positive feedback from around the world, not just locally, but internationally, how people are reaching out to Caleb to tell us about how he's touching their lives and what his gift has done for them. And these are people that've never seen him. These are people that all they've seen is the videos. All they've never spent the time with this fun-loving, challenging 5-year-old that we have.
Young Caleb has fans from all over the world, as far as Australia, Fiji, Kenya, Nigeria, and Ukraine. Do you sing? I asked your wife if she did.
No, sir, not at all. Not at all, not at all. We all know our roles and our responsibility, I believe, and singing is not one of those for me, you know, so I will tote the equipment and I will drive the car. And
he really tries to sing.
But Daddy can't what?
Sing.
There we go.
So we'll leave the singing to Caleb. Up next on CBN NewsWatch, sex trafficking in America's heartland. See how members of a Kansas City church are running to stop sex slavery. We've got that story coming up after this. Hard to believe, more than 40 million people are victims of some type of slavery right here in 2017. An estimated 12 million of them are children. Many Americans see this as a foreign problem, but sex trafficking is a major and heartbreaking problem right here in the United States. As Charlene Aaron shows us, that's leading churches to fight back in some very unique ways.
When I first heard about the whole concept of human trafficking, that a child literally would be sold for sex, my heart broke.
The harsh reality of it happening in his city forced this pastor to take action.
The scripture says that we must rescue the perishing, we must hold back those going to slaughter, we must speak up for the defenseless, the widow, the orphan.
Pastor Philip O'Reilly's answer to that challenge is called Run to Stop It. The annual event encourages his church, the Rock of KC, to use the city's 5K and half marathons as a way to spread awareness and raise money to fight human trafficking.
We've got people who were never runners before that are now running. We have one guy that didn't run, and now he's doing like 30-mile runs and longer. It's pretty amazing.
Also impressive, the amount of money raised for the cause.
We were able to give him a check, Exodus Cry, a check for $100,000. It was awesome.
The Rock of KC partnered with Exodus Cry because of its commitment to help abolish slavery through Christ-centered prevention, intervention, and holistic restoration.
We used to say there's 27 million people in slavery today, and a recent statistics that came out that said, well, it's actually more like 46 million. And so the numbers, I mean, who can know? I mean, there's a cultural phenomenon.
Exodus Cry President Benjamin Nolo says traffickers use metro areas like Kansas City as major hubs for their operations.
There was a trafficking ring busted right here in our backyard. 16 massage parlors were shut down because it was a Chinese trafficking ring bringing girls through. So there are all kinds of different expressions of trafficking happening right here in the midst of the Bible Belt amongst the mega churches and everything else.
That's why Nolo's group infiltrates those places to find victims held in bondage. All the more reason why the Rock of KC and its members run to stop it.
When I run, oftentimes I think about what I'm running for. And so yeah, it gives you motivation.
First of all, we want to stop the slavery itself, but then secondly, we want to restore those who have been affected by the slavery. So it's not just, hey, let's stop it and, okay, you're free, but it's stop it and, hey, let's work the inside issues out. Let's restore you to, your God-given gifts in life.
It's grueling. I've done the half marathon, so the 13 miles, and the training for it just is terrible when you're running down the road and you want to stop. But that's what I think about is I'm not going through half the amount of pain that these girls are probably going through right now.
While Nolo is grateful for support, he says more than one congregation needs to join the fight.
And I just thank God for Rock of KC Church because they've been awakened to this. They see it and they're like, we can't just do nothing about this. And they've really put all their chips in, so to speak, to really commit themselves to make a difference in this issue. And that's so huge. We need the local church to step up like that for us to be able to eradicate this injustice.
We've got to put a stop to this. We've got to say enough. We've got to say not in our city, not in our nation, not in our world. We've got to stand up and tell the darkness, you aren't going to keep doing this without a fight.
Charlene Aaron, CBN News, Kansas City, Missouri.
Just know when believers stand up, God is standing behind each and every single one of us. Stay with us. There's much more of CBN NewsWatch straight ahead. Imagine if 50,000 students shared God's love at different places across the country on the same day. It is happening September 23rd. That is exactly what's going to happen. The one-day outreach event is a way to get teens involved in evangelism and to share the love of God. And as Juan Garcia shows us, there is hope that this movement will lead to a revival in America.
There's 1 billion teenagers worldwide. Most of them desperately need an encounter with Jesus Christ. And I believe the best ones to reach those teens are other teens that they know. When a teen is sharing the gospel, they are risking their social equity. They can be unfriended, they can be mocked, they can be marginalized, they can be ostracized. And that very risk, they're dying to themselves, they're picking up their cross, and they're following Christ.
You start out in the morning, sessions, they teach you and stuff, and then we go to training, and then we eat, and then we do afternoon activities, which are today we're going out into the streets to try to evangelize people and stuff.
Dare to Share, we've been around 25 years, train and equip students how to share their faith. And our mission is to energize the church, to mobilize youth, to gospelize their world.
I was blown away. And I said, this is the holy discontent that I've been feeling as a youth pastor. This is the answer for it. And going back to what God has called us to do, which is to make disciples of all nations.
I believe that we're going to see exciting revival sweep the land. Every day at 9:23, I pray for September 23rd, because on September 23rd, we're doing Dare to Share Live. And we're going to be training 50,000 teenagers from coast to coast in 72 venues across the United States, from Puerto Rico to Fairbanks, Alaska. 50,000 students equipped, unleashed for a revival and evangelism. And we're going to unleash them all to share the gospel. They're going to have Dare to Share Live apps where students in Brooklyn can talk to students in San Diego at the same time, because it's a simultaneous training. And then they'll all be released to collect canned food for local rescue missions and to share the gospel. And we're going to come back for a national prayer and praise party. And it is our prayer that God would use September 23rd, 9:23, as a rally point for revival and national transformation.
September 23rd, a rally point for revival. We'll be watching. It is time now for your Wednesday word, and I guess you could say today's word is wait. Consider this. We are often quick to say that we are waiting on God, but in many cases, He is waiting on us. Today is a great day to stop waiting and make a move. God is waiting on you, and He is looking for you to trust Him. It is certain that He will not allow you to fall, and He will bless your faithfulness and your action. With that word, be sure to make this a wonderful Wednesday. That is a wrap for this edition of CBN NewsWatch. Remember, you can find more exclusive coverage of the issues you care most about at cbnnews.com. We'd also love to hear what you think about the stories you've seen here today or any day, and you can do that by emailing newswatch@cbn.com. You can also reach out and touch us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Hope you join us again right here next time. Make this a wonderful Wednesday. We'll see you right back here come tomorrow. Goodbye and God bless.